All right, waiting on people to get on. No one might ever even come on, but nonetheless, we're here. If nobody comes on, we're just gonna do a little update, just like a vlog style. I know, it's been a long time. Hey, there you go. We got a couple of people. What's going on, Bob Quinton? What's up, man? It's been a long time, right? Come on. What's the sound? What's it sound like, man? It's been a very, very long time. Look what we got. It's a little cute mini excavator. I'm trying to unload this thing right now. We are in Des Moines, Iowa. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Just trying to give you guys an update on what's been going on, you know. We are, last week actually did really good. We did so well. I grossed 8650 last week. That's amazing. Running 2,900 miles, you know. Busy week last week. And then this week, we just started the week off in, what do you call it? Fremont, Nebraska, right? Oh yeah, I saw that, man. As a matter of fact, this week, I was planning on trying to get a load, trying to get out of Kansas, right? And then the broker was like, man, do you have chains? I was like, what chains? Yeah, I got chains. You know, I thought he was talking about these chains. No, he said, snow chains. I said, wait a minute. Casper area, that's a flat area. Why do you need snow chains over there? He said, man, it's bad. He said, you're gonna need chains. I was like, okay, well, never mind then. We're not getting that load. Because I don't got my chains with me. I don't have a problem with chaining, but if he's gonna, so I probably would have, you know, brought up the idea of, well, maybe I'll go buy some chains, you know? But nah, I was like, that's okay. I'm not in that much in a rush to make money. I'm hungry, but I'm not that hungry. So anyway, so we started the week off. Last week we did, like I said, we did 8,600 last week. 8,650 to be exact. And I believe it was like around 2,900 miles we ran. So that's not bad. Like total miles, all the miles, including deadhead and everything, okay? So that's pretty doggone good. I got no complaints with that. And then we started the week off. We ended the week off in Nebraska, like close to the middle of Nebraska. They'd head to Fremont for like 160, 150 miles. And so we started the week off in Fremont. There was not a whole lot going on in Fremont this week, as far as like oversized loads. There was some regular loads, but you know, those are not gonna pay as good as a oversized, you know. So pardon me if I'm making a lot of noise. Anyway, we loaded 2 regular loads out of Fremont this week, and like I said, they didn't pay that well, but they're good enough to get us out of that area. We're in Des Moines, Iowa right now, unloading this cute little thing right here. Let me tell you guys a story about this thing. I don't hide nothing from this channel, you know what I mean? If I make a rookie mistake, I made a rookie mistake, oh well, you know? But yeah, that's an equipment that I have no idea how to use. Anyway, I was trying to vlog it, right? And then I had my camera. I think I kind of broke my camera. I had my camera. It's not that cold. It's like hot mid 50s, but anyway, I had the camera on the tripod right here. I was loading that thing with the ramps, and I made some mistakes with that. And let me tell you, it shook the truck, right? It shook the trailer, and then the camera fell down to the stinking ground. Boy, I think that camera is broken. I don't know. But we're unloading this thing at Union Pacific. It's a really really short load, you know. So it's not that bad. It was just basically looking for something to do. There was not a whole lot going on this week, or we got very unlucky, you know. We were not positioned properly. So as far as like, you know, loads, where loads are coming from and things like that. So that's what really, I think that's what it amounts to. But anyway, this week, we're dropping this off right now. We're gonna be at 6,300 running 2,200 miles. Yeah, something like that. I don't have the exact numbers off the top of my head. It's just the, you know, what do you call it? Guesstimated figures. So, but anyway, we're still doing okay, man. We're still doing okay in the area. As a matter of fact, we're doing so consistent out here in this area. I'm thinking about moving down here, man. Yeah, can y'all see me moving to Nebraska, or even say, hold on one second. Say Iowa? Could I be an Iowan? Anyway, so we're still doing okay in the area, man. I love this area. It's so consistent, you know. And I was talking to David, my old boss, and I was telling him, man, should I move over here? He said, man, it's too damn cold over there. I said, it is cold over here. This is a different kind of cold over here. I live in Las Vegas now. Complete opposite of this area, that's for sure. But the problem with Las Vegas is that it's not a good area for trucking, you know. There's just not a whole lot thing going on over there, you know. But anyway, we still, like I said, if you're just tuning in, man, we're still doing okay. We're out here in the Des Moines area. We're still out here in the Midwest, man. We're just trying to, you know what I mean? Because like the Fremont area is actually a good spot to get, you know, semi-decent load coming out of there, and then get us out into the Wisconsin-Iowa border. And then now you got good loads coming out of there going towards Omaha, which is really a perfect spot, really. A perfect kind of like semi-permanent, you know what I mean? As far as like route-wise, because there's loads coming out of like DeForest, Wisconsin that are paying really good insulation loads, you know? So they, like, on average. So, man, when you be taking your time off, you'll enjoy it more. I live in Florida. I don't even take loads out of Florida. I ran SD, South Dakota, or Step Deck, Conestoga. Nice. What kind of loads do you get out of that Step Deck Conestoga, man? I'm curious. A lot of them, what do you call it? Eastern European guys, man. That's what they do all the time. It's those doggone Conestogas. The Step Deck Conestogas, that is. Anyway, so let me talk about, let me talk about one thing. So I know I haven't made a video in like a week and a half. I had no motivation. Let me tell you why I had no motivation. Because I had, you know, if you guys been watching the channel a while, yeah, no oversized, I'm not gonna stow for sure. But anyway, that's a good area. If you've been watching the channel a while, you know I hate going backwards. You know, I hate going like 100 miles an hour and get nowhere. You know what I mean? Hey, see, that's what I mean. I mean, like, that's considered Eastern Europe, right? I mean, I don't know if you know, I'm not familiar with the region, you know. Pardon my stupidity. I'm not, that's not an area I'm familiar with. But anyway, you know, I hate going 100 miles an hour and getting nowhere, okay? And that's basically how I felt this week. What happened was, so if you guys remember, a couple weeks back, I took a load of tractors. They were like John Deere tractors, right? You guys remember those. But anyway, there was a guy, the guy that I delivered them to is a farmer. He got those tractors from the dealers, right? And he bought them and then transferred them over there into his farm. So I love my farmers, man, but this guy in particular, my goodness. It's like, I don't know financially how he's doing, but it's so crazy, man. It's like, so let me provide you some context. So those John Deere, right? They were like 40, almost 40-year-old equipment. Okay, so when a 40-year-old equipment, like that roof that is like, you know, plastic byproduct over the years, right? Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. It'll get weaker, right? It'll get brittle. Now, those John Deere tractors, when you start rolling them down the road, and you guys know, I don't drive that fast, you know, especially when I'm loaded. So when you start going down the road, you know, they could possibly, you know, get damaged, right? So anyway, that's what happened to these tractors. The roof, the light on the tractors, you know how those John Deere tractors have two lights up there, right? Up there in the front and up there in the back. The light, that's where the weakest point is. And then I'm guessing like the screw in there got, you know, rusted out and it broke off, right? So the wind started putting a lot of pressure in there as we were driving down the road. And that's what happened. It broke that light, and then it put a crack, like a cracked a piece out of there, you know. And then the farmer's like, did you hit something? And I told him, listen, if I hit something, you would know. That whole damn roof will be coming off. I barely use my loading ramps. 99% is CNC machinery and switch gears. Nice, nice. What do you use for factoring? I use OTR Solutions, okay? They're a partner with DAT. So anyway, it broke off, right? I understand why he was making a big deal out of it, because we're transporting it, we're insured anyway. So, you know, that's part of the, you know, agreement or whatever, right? I get it. And then I try to explain it to him. Listen, man, you know, I don't know how that happened. I can tell you for sure, 100% certainty, I did not hit nothing, you know, because you would know, you would see it on the news if I hit something. As a matter of fact, I mean, a little piece of crack, you know what I mean? It makes sense that's what happened to that, right? That, you know, just the material just weak. So as soon as you start putting some air pressure through, you know, through the highway, it's gonna crack on you, and then, you know, it broke off. So anyway, it was just a little piece too, like this much, you know, it came off of it. So he made a big deal out of it, and then it took him like a week or 2 weeks just to get me a quote on how much the extent of the damage. Now, let me tell you, I look up those John Deere 4440 model, the roof. Used on eBay, you could get it for $250. The lights, maybe 20, 15 bucks. You know what I mean? Now, this farmer comes back. 2 weeks later, he comes back at me and says, it's gonna be $836 and something cents. I said, really, man? So anyway, I told him, wow, do you want me to replace those tires too, man? Because those tires looking pretty old. Oh, did you want me to put a paint job on it too, man? Because man, I wasn't talking to him directly. I was communicating this with a broker, right? Anyway, it's like, man, you know what? Just get it freaking over with, man. I don't want to deal with it no more. And you know what? If that guy feels like, you know, that's what he's owed, I guess that's what he's owed. You know what I mean? So anyway, that load paid $1,600, and we only got paid like $1,730 or some crap because of, you know, subtracting all of that. Anyway, oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Keep the content coming. You're a good source. Okay. What my email is truckingpinoy, TRUCKINGPINOY @gmail.com. Okay. So those load of tractors that we did a couple of weeks back was paying $1,600, and that was like $3.20 a mile. And that, mind you, that's still oversized. But coming out of the area where that was coming from is actually really good. You know what I mean? So minus $15 in permit, and then subtract the, you know, the damage that they figured that it would cost. You know, I don't even think the guy's gonna fix it. But I went ahead and I told the broker, subtract that from the freaking, go send me a new rate con with the, and I need it stated that, you know, you're not coming after my company no longer for that damage, you know. And then he put that on there. So I just wanted to go get it over with, man, really. You know, if, like I said, if that farmer feels like he's owed that much money for that freaking roof, for that 40-year-old equipment, for that little piece of, you know, roof, you know, hey, you know what, more power to him, you know. Hey, it's just crazy, man, you know. Usually I have no issue with people even like hauling used equipment, you know what I mean? No issue. These people, you know, because as long as you don't bring it over there and then it's got a freaking like a whole piece missing out, you know what I mean? Yeah, I get it, you know? Weekend loads from New York to Oklahoma, 1,300 miles, 2 partials, quick 4,500. That's not bad. Hey, yes, sir. That's not bad, Aaron. That's not bad. Now, I don't know about New York. I hate going down that way, man. I really do. So, for those of you that just tuning in and didn't get the first part of the live, so last week we ran about 2,900 miles and gross 8,650. This week, after this drop, we're gonna gross 6,300 on 2,300 miles or something like that. I don't know exactly the miles. I didn't you know, punch them in exactly, but they're about that. They're about that figure. So I figure we'll go live today and just try to get, you know, at least some kind of update in trucking, you know, so we don't just sitting around doing nothing. But economy is stuff for everybody. Broker probably charged him $2,500, and that man wanted to get some more money back. It's just crazy, you know. I feel like that's also the case, you know what I mean? The brokers seem like it's straightforward kind of guy, you know, but you know, man, you know what I believe in, man? I believe in karma, bad karma and good karma, you know what I mean? Like I said, if that farmer, and I spoke to the farmer too, I called him directly. I called him about a week ago. I asked him, listen, man, I delivered for you about a week ago, and I'm just wanting to know if this broker is giving me the runaround. And then he did tell me specifically, he said, yeah, man, I'm trying to get quotes right now. And it looks like for the roof, just the roof itself is $550. And then the lights, of course, and things like that. Oh, if you, Aaron, if you remember those 2 tractors that we loaded, we went live actually. I think that was the last live that we did. Yeah, but I ended the live because, you know, I didn't feel safe about it, right? So, because I didn't want the damn equipment to fall over, you know. Anyway, one of the lights on the January tractor, right? I guess it got loose, and then air pressure got in there, and then it started loosening it up while I'm going down the road, and I don't go that fast, you know. And then it cracked that piece, that roof, that plastic roof. It cracked that piece. And then a piece fell off of it. That's it. That's just like small damage, like about that, yay much. But I guess you can't just patch that. I get it, right? But like I said, I look up on the internet, on eBay, $250 used for that, you know, that general tractor model, $250 used, and then like $300 new, $350 new. I don't know where he's getting his quotes from, but when I spoke to him last week or a week and a half ago, he told me it was going to be $550 just for the roof itself. So I said, you know, okay, man, whatever, you know. Okay, it looks like you are somewhere cold. Yes, we are in Des Moines, Iowa. All brokers are like sleepy Ricks. Never truck a broker even. Or never trust a broker, even if you have a good relationship with them. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, really, that got me thinking, right? When when they started doing that, when they did that to me, that got me thinking. Here's what I think I'm going to do in the from this point forward is that when I'm hauling used equipment like that, specifically old equipment like that, if before we even book it, that broker will specify on that Raycon that since the equipment is old, unless it's an evident damage caused by the carrier, the carrier is not responsible for the freaking freight or for the damage. You know what I mean? If it's like something like that, that makes sense like that, right? The way I explained it, that the equipment is freaking 40 years old, and over the years, you know, that roof will get brittle. So when the wind starts, you know, hitting it pressure-wise, of course, it has the potential of being damaged, right? So that's the only argument I'm really making, really. You know, I wish the farmer would have understood that, but he said he wasn't hearing it, you know. And I get it, I really do. I'm not blaming the farmer for thinking the way he's thinking, you know. It's just that I wish he would have at least understood and be like, yeah, that makes sense. And the only thing that he kept on repeating is that, did you hit something? Did you hit something? I was like, listen, man, number one, the one that was damaged, actually, that had a roof damage, was lower than the other one because they let the air out just so it'll ride for transport, you know, to be on the back of the step deck. But we could have hauled it either way with full of air or no air. So anyway, yeah, that's why I had no motivation, man. I had no motivation to do anything really. I was still working, you know what I mean? But I had no motivation to keep going like that because, like I said, I hate the fact that you're doing all of this work. If you guys remember, at like 10 o'clock, we were loading those freaking tractors. You know, the second tractor, loading that freaking tractor at night. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of work, man, you know? And then for it to be, just end up freaking, the rate being cut by more than half because of something that it's unavoidable. It's like, you know, inevitable. You know, that's hard pill to swallow. You know what I mean? And I get it, you know, it's business, you know, that's gonna be part of it. I understand, you know what I mean? But out of all the people, I would think that, you know, that farmer, the way I was explaining it to him, that he would understand. That's why, you know, I think that's the main reason why I don't feel so, you know, upbeat about it, or just don't feel like, you know, I don't think we were being treated fairly. That's it, you know. Anyway, you guys that are here right now, let me explain what's going on with this thing, okay? So we picked this up at the rail yard. It was in one of the small towns over there, but close to Davenport, okay? Picked this thing up. It's driver load, driver unload. I just wanted to do something for the weekend, really. It's paying $420, $450 a mile or something. Anyway, I have never driven these damn things before, okay? Not one time in my life. I've driven tanks before, and they're about similar, you know what I mean? It's got a paddle, right? For you to go right track and left track to, you know, move it forward and backwards, okay? So I started looking at or practicing with it Friday evening. I was like, okay, I think I got it, you know. And sure enough, as soon as I drove it up here, right? Mind you, I've been getting complacent with my trailer. See, there's a air valve or dump valve on this trailer, but I don't have a switch for it. I need to get an auxiliary plug and then power it up and then hit the switch and then let the airbag drop. Okay, but I've been working with it the way it is with air, and it's fine because this thing is light, right? Now the thing about this tractor is this. See that part right there? That's a heavy part right here. That's off balance. So when I got it up to the top of the trailer, you know, up here, because we still have air, so the air is gonna try to balance itself and things like that. And it started rocking on me, so I was like, okay, let go. And then for some reason, those paddles on the bottom of this thing, I thought, so the way this thing works is a control, right? It's just, it controls the left track and the right track, okay? I'm gonna show it to you guys. And below those controls, right, is two paddles. And my dummy me thinking that those are brakes. They're not brakes. You press them right there, right there. I was pressing those, and then the damn thing just kept rolling on me, and then I started panicking. And luckily, it was rolling down straight on the path with, you know, the ramps. So it rolled back down, and then like I said, I was panicking, and then the thing hit the bucket hit on our trailer right there. It kind of put a little bit of ding on there, and not so bad. The equipment is fine. There's nothing wrong with the equipment. These things are a beast, man. So it was just dumb, you know, being complacent on my part, man. As a matter of fact, I'm actually happy that it happened, because it humbled me down quite a bit, because I've been, you know, like getting a little bit more carried away, you know, just trying to move things so fast, you know, and not thinking about my actions a little bit more, like, you know, like I normally do. So I wonder if the damage was not there before, because he did show me the picture. Now, I did not look closely into that roof, because I'm not climbing up freaking 10 foot to go look, see if that roof is gonna be able to sustain wind. You know what I mean? So that's why I saw it briefly. I'm like, it looks good all the way around. Boom, let's roll with it, right? And that's what happened, really. So anyway, this thing, yeah, let me finish off with this thing. Yeah, I was so nervous, man. I was so scared. I was getting so scared. But this thing is a beast, man. So basically, it went off track towards the bottom of the stairs, but it didn't do no damage to the equipment. You know, it went off track about right here. Yeah, it just, those things, man, they actually stay upright pretty well. You know, even though it feels like that it's gonna be off balance, they're actually not bad. They actually stay upright pretty well. So lesson learned on this one. Lesson learned for sure. Anyway, that's been, it's been that kind of week, man. It's not bad, you know, overall. I'm not mad at anybody, you know. I'm real happy, actually. You know, we're doing really well. So I've been picking up a lot of rental equipment. I've always messaged the broker and tell them it's really beat up. Yeah, I even sent broker a picture of the hydraulic lines leaking, you know. If you are saying that the track was behind the other tractor, is it not supposed to be that much pressure? I don't understand. What do you mean? Taller. Oh, if you're saying that the other tractor was behind the other taller tractor, yeah. Is it not supposed to be that much pressure? I have no idea. I don't know what you're trying to say there, but I know, like, if we did hit something, the other tractor would definitely have some type of damage, right? So that's what he kept on implying. The farmer was like, hey, did you hit something? You know, I told him, with that little damage like that, man, yeah, I probably did not hit nothing, you know. If I hit something, you will know, because that whole roof and everything else above that would shatter. And the next tractor, because he was asking, did I hit a bridge? I mean, like, a little piece came off the roof, you know, like just a piece. I'm talking like a small little piece like this, right? And if I hit something, that whole doggone roof would have come off, especially a bridge, you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, that's where we are, man. You know, I'm happy either way. You know, it's just that I tried to explain it to him, and I couldn't believe that he couldn't, you know, he couldn't comprehend that. I don't think he cared anyway. So it's okay. It's all good. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I've accepted the fact that, you know, that's gonna happen every now and then. You know, but from this point forward, what I'm gonna be doing is that if I get used equipment like that, old equipment, I'm gonna make sure that broker annotates on there that if the equipment gets damaged, not a carrier's fault during transport, like wind or something like that, you know, or something fell off because a screw came off or whatever, we're not gonna be at fault. I'm gonna make sure that's annotated, you know. When you're driving, you have front-facing pressure. Basically, the first tractor would be protecting a little bit the second tractor. What I'm trying to say is that that damage did not happen on your watch. Yeah, I agree. You know, the damage was not there on the picture that he showed me, okay? But I would say that there was already a damage on that roof to begin with. So I think the air pressure going down the road, I was only going like 64 miles an hour, you know, and you guys know I really ride slow. But anyway, I think the pressure pushed that light in, therefore it cracked that continuously, and then that thing was probably so brittle that, you know, the piece came off. No, it's all good, man. English is my second language, so it's all good. What the heck is going on here? I hope I'm not in their way. It looks like some kind of oversize is going this way. Why is this ringing? Why are they so busy over here? Oh. What is he unloading? What does he have on him? It looks like he got a stretch trailer. Ah, you got a really, really long load. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and end the live here, man. You guys, that's the update for the past couple weeks or so. You know, the first week or a week ago, last week, about 2 weeks ago, yeah, 2 weeks ago, we grossed 8650, running 2,900 miles, and then this week we grossed 6,300, running 2,300 miles or so. Okay, so. Anyway, over the years, I've had some cases when brokers tried to claim damage, but I've always take pictures. Yeah, always. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look a little bit closer next time. You know, next time I take pictures, take a load, bro. Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely gonna have to make some changes on that part, man. You know, usually I've dealt with a lot of farmers before. Usually they're pretty good people, you know. But anyway. That's it. We're going to end the video here. Appreciate y'all joining the live, man. This is the update. I apologize. We haven't had no video in a while just because I wasn't really, you know, I wasn't really in the mood, man. You know, like I said, I don't like going 100 miles an hour and get nowhere. You know what I mean? That's one of the most things I hate. You know, I like to see a gradual, you know, increase in productivity. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I've accepted the fact that will happen every now and then. You know what I mean? So anyway, we will see you guys in the next video.